Good day, good morning, good afternoon. Okay, dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for another day today, and thank you that we can come together and do some work and do the things that we like to do. Thank you so much for your grace and your mercy, your kindness, your goodness, and I thank you for all of your provisions. I thank you for friends and family, and I just ask that you would grant us wisdom and discernment. Please give us skills and discipline to execute trades properly today in the market. In the name of Yeshua, amen. Okay, so we did have some news, Iranian stuff coming in. It seems like just over an hour ago. Iran's Revolutionary Guard warns neighboring countries restraint is over. It says it will target U.S. and partners' infrastructure, threatens to disrupt regional oil and gas supplies for years. Now, Iran's Revolutionary Guard say if U.S. crosses red lines, the response will be beyond the region. Sounds like fighting words. All right. So we've got core durable goods orders at 8:30 in half an hour. Durable goods orders monthly in half an hour, and then we got IVPMI on the CAD. And then tonight in the Tokyo session, we got New Zealand, Royal Bank of New Zealand rate statement and their press conference. That could bring in some action for tonight for the Tokyo session. But for now, I guess we've got some good volatility because of the war. Good morning, Larry. How's it going? I had a long night again. I was up a couple times into the London session to close out orders. I got stuck at the rest of yesterday was quite flat after our session, and I got stuck in I'll show you. This is the 15-minute chart. I'll just use this chart and pull up the trade history. After we got off, I traded over here, and I was long up in here, and then this thing just tanked. I was able to wobble out a little bit, but I was a little oversized up in here, and so I ended up doing very small amounts of trading through the afternoon. I just held on to my position all the way into the Tokyo session, all the way into the London session, and then we had that Iranian news come in the night. and that took all my orders out for profit, which was great. And I was able to just hold a couple trades. So I've got one that's still running all the way from the Tokyo session last night. I've got this one order that's still sitting there. I actually just took one little order a few minutes ago. So starting to chip away at those losses, on the right track, coming back. You didn't sleep too well either. Well, that makes two of us. Father, keep us sharp, as we're going to need to be sharp to execute trades. I've got this crazy pinched nerve in my neck. I don't know why it's so bad, but it's causing me some real trouble. But it looks like we've got some good volatility. That's a good sign, right? So let's go and measure up the charts, see what's going on. Just going to take the history off. There's the action coming back in. I'm going to add into that right now. Look at the movement. This is big. Wow. Let's just put in some levels. Probably in here. And in here. Something like that. Just put those in so we can trade this volatility. And we'll work off those levels. And then I've got that one running trade. If it runs down and hits that, that will be profit. But the stop losses I've got now at 50 pips, let's just back out to a 15-minute chart. They are riding right on those bottoms. So let's just drag that stop loss just a touch, a hair away like that, so we can clear those bottoms if the market wants to come down. And that's 50 pips away. And let's add another buy. Just super light. It's no problem when you know that you're really light. We're only in 2 positions now. Now I want to capture that volatility. So we can quickly devise a plan, a trading plan, and work that volatility right now with these lines. And then, so if it breaks down below here, we'll just let it float around a little, and then we'll find, okay, so there's a profit taking right there. I'm just gonna rub just a little bit of oil on my neck. All right. That drops down again, add another buy. I got 3 pip take profits on. Still way sized down with 0.02 lot sizes. I want to get this back up over the 500 mark still before I size up a bit. Okay, I'll just buy here on this line. Then we'll buy another one on this line. Then we'll buy 2 down in here on these lows somewhere. Hey Larry, I haven't had a chance to go into Todd's classes. Have you found out any just any important news over the past few days? I really need to go back and look at some of those. Oh, and then do we have another Hive meeting this Thursday? Looks like they don't have one on the calendar just yet. We've got a wobble crew today at 5 p.m. my time. Or no, wait, is that 7 p.m. my time? Who's doing that? Kevin. Oh man, I haven't seen Kevin in a while. I want to try and catch that. 7 p.m. today. Okay, so what brought that volatility in just a minute ago? Not yesterday. Not yesterday. Oh, like you weren't in the class yesterday. Yeah. Or he didn't say anything important yesterday. There is supposed to be a meeting on Thursday. Okay. Yeah, so it's not on the calendar for me, but maybe they'll put it on. I'm not seeing it there. I'm seeing Kevin's class for tonight. And then yeah, nothing. They don't have the Hive meeting posted yet for Thursday. Just got daily forex fanatics and the copper and bronze beeline at the moment. That I've not been in Kevin's classes in some time, and I'm missing it. I really want to get back in there, so I'd love to see if I can get into his class tonight. Have you been in Kevin's classes recently, Larry? Last night's class. Oh, what was last night's class that you had? Oh, Think or Swim. with Kevin. I'll have to also try and go look at that. That's good to know. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to see what happened there a few minutes ago. What happened? Trump, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back. I don't want that to happen, but probably will. We will find out tonight. It's a pretty big statement 8 minutes ago. Man, today is going to be volatile. Rex's class today. Yeah, this is going to be some heavy duty stuff going on today and tomorrow. So you may want to just not trade or expect that we're going to get some wild moves and we can just loosen up those parameters. We can trade with wider parameters and capitalize on the volatility. I mean, I'm planning on trading it, so. Yeah, a lot of people are very emotional about that statement from Trump 9 minutes ago. Did you see that? Here, I'll show you. Let's go back over here to the Forex Factory. And we just had a new one. See, look at this headline here. It's 10 minutes ago. Wow, this is pretty, this is heavy. Whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary, wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight, one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death we finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. Some big stuff right now. Big stuff going on. Oh, and it was this one. China adds to state gold reserves. That's what got me out of my trades earlier this morning at the London session. All right, let's see what's going on. Yeah, trade light. You can just trade light, and you can still trade this. If as long as you trade light and you keep the fear out of your trading, you just say, hey, look, I know it's going to be wilder. Just loosen up your parameters, cut your size down, and you can trade it. That's all. There we go. We got a couple more profits. Perfect. So I wrote down the starting balance. We started at $9,350.50. And we got a couple trades in now, so we are at 9,352.30. It's good. Let's keep it coming. I plan on getting lots of trading in today. I think the 50 pip stop losses should still be pretty good. They should suffice. If you were feeling a little more conservative, you could go 60 or 70. And we won't get any more, probably more stability until tonight or tomorrow when things like start to finalize and happen. So between now and then, we'll probably be getting lots of big whipsaws and outside ranges and a whole bunch of chop. So if that's the case, just keep those stop losses wide and trade the chop in between. I mean, like we could see 20, 30, 40 pip chop today. Some turbulence, to say the least. He has a way with his words, but his actions speak not the same. Isn't that for all the politicians, Larry? They are still politicians. I placed 2 more profits. You got 2 more profits. Perfect. Let's get some, let this market work in our favor today. If you trade well, this can be one of those days where you make up, like weeks of, you can make weeks of profit on a day like today and tomorrow with the volatility. So let's just trade wide and trade slow and light, and we can capitalize on it. Most people will be in fear or maybe not know how to trade it. Occasionally, people will land a massive run today. Some people will take massive losses today. But as professionals, we can just adapt to the circumstances and we can make money. All right. Can we trade the short side as well? I think we can trade both sides today. Let's back out to the daily for a second. Yeah, we're just pretty much right in the middle of this big chop consolidation in here. I guess we should drop this down and include that low over here for that low. So what is that range that we're trading now? On the daily, we've got we've got 240 pips of range that we could be bouncing off of in this big range. I don't think we're going to swing that big back and forth. We could, but we definitely, like, there's a high chance we're going to be going back and forth in here. So let's go down to the hourly for a second. And so we kind of have this rounding bottom. I'm going to just get into a buy rate here, right in there. We've got these bottoms coming in here. We've kind of got like a head and shoulders on the hour chart. It's not the greatest head and shoulders, but it definitely is one. So technically, that might give us reason to trade up, but I don't know about signals today. I would say let's not even depend on the technicals and the signals so much as let's just trade wide and just trade the chop. I'm not, honestly, I'm not even gonna pick a side. I'm gonna trade just both ways until we get some real decisions coming in, which I think we won't probably see that today, probably tonight or tomorrow. Um, so I think we could just trade both sides, just fade the market. I still got my running trade on, so here's what I'm gonna do on the 15-minute chart. Um, I've got a pivot here now, so I'm gonna bring this up to here. So I'll lock in more profits on my running trade. And if it comes down and taps it, it will be profit. So that's a win-win situation. And then as this pops up, here's the 5-minute chart. As it runs into these highs, we can short the highs. We can short these highs. We'll short these highs. We'll go long. We're going to do both. We're going to do everything today. Because the market is really in the middle of its consolidation. And it's just not likely to pick a direction. I don't think, anyway, I don't think it will pick until tonight or tomorrow, when there's more decisions to be made on the war. So for now, I think we can just fade both sides of the market. That's my plan. But you got to follow your rules and stick with your rules. Are you trading similar to this, Larry? Like, are you using 2 or 3 pip take profits, or what's your method of trading? Oh, we've got core durable goods in a minute and a half. Core durable goods in 45 seconds. I don't know if that's going to move the market. I don't think anybody's caring about this right now. But we'll see. Maybe it will. I don't know. I'm just gonna. You're using 3-pip take profit, and you're in the demo on DX Trade. Okay. Have you been? Is DX Trade new to you, or have you been using that for a while? Yesterday afternoon, you traded gold. Nice. How was that? I haven't looked at gold in a long time. Seems like core durable goods is not even budging the market at the moment. Got a mixed consensus here. Core durable goods on the monthly up just a little. Durable goods orders on the monthly is down. So I don't know. Okay, well, we just took profit. That's good. Take that. See if we get we got a bit of a breakout right now. So let's see if we well, it hasn't really broken out. So I think if it pops up, we'll just short it. And I'll keep trailing up this running trade that I've got left, lingering. I'm going to be focused heavily on not oversizing. As long as we don't oversize today, have lots of opportunity for making good money. Since last Thursday, on DX trade, I made money on it, but I wouldn't trade it right now on a live account. My demo is 100K. Yeah, so you're just gonna stick with demo trading for this week, maybe? All right, well, market's kind of just stuck in the middle now. We need to go either have it come back down here or go back up over here. See what the 15-minute chart is doing. Okay, so I'm going to keep trailing this behind 15-minute candles. That means we need another 10 minutes on this bar before I can trail this one up or move it unless it gets hit. We're in a waiting game for now. Now we wait. Yeah, just practice to get used to it. It's a good idea. How are you liking it? Do you like that platform? Is it quick? I think I traded it maybe a couple years ago. I gave it a try. It's kind of a newer platform too, isn't it? How old is DX Trade trading platform? In May 2020, 6 years old. Yeah, I mean, it felt like creating trading software since 2002. I mean, so it's 6 years. 6 years actually is pretty new for a trading platform. So, um, yeah, that is relatively new. It felt newer than that. I didn't realize it's already 6 years old. But oh, hey, David. Good morning. How you doing? Super glad to have you here with us. We've got Larry in here too. Larry was just talking about how he's practicing on DX Trade, just learning to trade on that platform right now. And I've traded it, I think maybe a couple years ago, but I remember it being okay. And then I was just looking up how old the platform is. It says it's 6 years old at the moment. So David, I don't know if you just saw the news, but Trump is dropping some heavy things on the market right now. I'm gonna just pull it back up again for a second. He just said this right here, like 20 minutes ago or something. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. We will find out tonight. There's more on that here. Here, I'll bring this back up in case you did. You see this stuff? It just came out. Kind of important. We are definitely gonna be running into some turbulence here over the next couple days. 48 hours gonna be pretty. You see some big swings. Did you see this stuff? Yeah, you like it, Larry. DX Trade. Yeah, mind blown on that. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like, this is really heavy stuff going on right now. Very heavy stuff, large implications. So yeah, yeah, it's wild, isn't it? Just came out 20 minutes ago or something. So that's gonna bring in some turbulence into the market. So I'm gonna still trade it. Just getting in front of my screen. Okay, you're just getting here. Um, I was just saying to Larry that a lot of people are gonna be scared to trade, and maybe it's just outside of your rules too. Like maybe you're just it's better for you to stay out of the market because of your rules. And trading for me, I like volatility, and so what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that I'm trading really light and trade with wide stop losses to accommodate the swings that the market's going to throw at us over the next 48 hours or so. And I think that there's going to be tons of really good opportunities for trading if you can make your system fit into the that turbulence that we should get. So I see it as a great thing. I'm going to be trading through it, probably trading a whole bunch of these next couple days. But I'm thinking that I don't think we'll see a directional move like until tonight when Trump makes his calls and Iran makes their calls. Like I'm imagining we're going to see some huge swings back and forth until that point. Is my guess. I don't know. I'm just guessing that we're going to see some pretty heavy turbulence in the market. So I'm just going to trade with wide variables and trade light and just go for it. Got to run up. I'm gonna fade this one by putting a short on. That's the other thing, is I'm not even really gonna be biased today. I'm just gonna trade. I'm gonna fade the market. Whatever it goes, I'm gonna be on the other side of it today. So there's the first short of the morning. We've got 10 pips to the top all over here, so put a line in here, right on the 700 mark. 700 mark will be a good spot for it to bounce. And then 750 mark right there. So there's two good spots to trade off of. And then we'll just, if it runs and breaks through that, we'll just wait a bit. Okay, so we've got these tops. So here's my 50 pip stop losses right now. Or they're inside of these tops, which is not ideal. But I would have to swing these out another 25, 30 pips. So we'd be talking 75, 80 pips stop losses to go outside of that. I don't think it's just going to run up 50 pips straight. So I'm just okay. I'll take my chances with leaving my 50 pip stop losses for now, in the fact that generally I'll find a pullback. As long as I get one pullback, I can get rid of that stop loss and mitigate it. So as long as there's one or even two pullbacks in that 50 pip run, I've got a very high chance of not letting those stop losses get hit. So I would expect to see 30, 40 pip runs today. I would expect that. But also, I've never really been in a situation with a war quite like this, so I don't really know. Like, my guess is as good as your guys. No, I didn't. I didn't get into CoinEx just yet. I do plan on doing that. I just didn't get to it. I got this crazy pinched nerve in my neck. It's one of the worst pinched nerves I've ever had. I was having trouble sleeping last night. And I had to wake up a couple times for my trades too. I had trades that were running for hours because the market went so flat yesterday. Oh, and I've got a running trade still going here too, David. I've got a buy on from yesterday. That was from way back, I think in the Tokyo session back in here. And so that one's just still running. So I'm trailing that one up behind 15-minute candles. Oh, and we just got a candle close. So let's just move that one. So now I got to trail this one up to here. So I've kind of got two methods running at the same time right now. I've got that long position that I'm trailing up, and then I've also got a short position on just to trade the volatility. So we've got one profit target here, and essentially if it hits that stop loss, it's also profit. I just would prefer, I mean, I don't even care. If it hits that stop loss, it's profit. If it hits that target, it's profit. If it goes up, I can make profit on that running trade. Got all kinds of ways to make profit today. I think I'm going to just take this short off for a small profit. It's really having a hard time coming back, and I didn't get a really good fill like at the top. So I'm going to wait for it to go either back up or drop further down now. Just take that little profit and I'd rather just sit here and wait. Like if this pulls back, I'd go long again. My location was just not a great spot, so just reset that. Pops up, we can get into the short again. If it comes down, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe I just missed out, but it's just sitting on this ledge here too, right in here. So I kind of just I'm going to go long right on that spot there. And that target's a little outside of that high, but that's okay. I mean, it's been pushing up for a bit, so I'll stick with that for now. If it pops up a good ways, I'll short it. I think we'll have lots of opportunities to make money on both sides. Well, I took that short off a minute too soon. Seconds too soon. But if this drops down to this, actually that's a good spot right there to go long, right on these tops. And then we'll wait till it gets, I'm gonna move this stop loss just a little below these lows, and then this would be another good spot to add another buy. Okay, took profit on that one trade. We'll let that push down and we'll just buy this now on that level. So now we got 3 levels. Darn, man, I wish I didn't take that short off. And then we've got some more lines here to trade off of. So that trade ran for quite a while. Pull up the trade history. That one ran for a little while. all the way back here, and it just tapped out. So there, all these profits hit during the London session when we had that spike. And I woke up at 4 a.m. and then like right on the minute that I woke up, this shot up and just smashed all my take profits. So I woke up, I saw it hit the targets, and then I locked in that one position as a break even, and then just went back to sleep. So that was kind of a good way to wake up in that London session. I was just checking to manage my trades, and I woke up and it was perfect timing. The market just smashed all those take profits, which is good. I was trading a little too aggressively back in here, though. I shouldn't have been as heavy as I was. And so that, for me, said to myself, I'm going to trade much more carefully, make sure that I don't oversize, add too many positions so that I don't get myself in that situation again. So I ended up being stuck in that that was like 11 a.m., I think, yesterday for me. And it lasted all the way till the middle of, or into the London session. So that was like 14 hours or 15 hours or something, which for me is a very long time to be in the trades. So, but it worked out. So we'll take that for now. And I learned my lesson again. Trade properly, trade lightly, don't over position. I over positioned because the volatility was good in here, but it was like very short lived. It just kind of went away, and then it died off a lot, and then it ran down a bunch on me. So we just took profits on that bottom layer, which is good. It's too bad that one got tapped out on that longer term one, but that's okay. We're getting ahead in this. I mean, we're nowhere near ahead, but we're heading upward now, at least in this account. At my worst, at our worst here on this account, I had hit all the way down to $170, $9,170. That felt terrible. That's so little room to work with, but now I've got a little bit of breathing room again. And I expect today we should be able to get back over the 400 level at some point. And if I can get to the 500 level, 9,500, I'll bump back up to 0.03 size. And then we'll be on track again. Larry had peeled off of 2 shorts. Did you get some of the profit with that leg down? This pops up a bit more. I think we can short it too. If it pops down, we'll get into another buy. Let's just see if we can work both sides. Okay, so we've got this little trend that's coming in here to be aware of. Could probably get another opportunity down in here. If it pops down, that would be a great spot to go long again, right in here. There's profits. We've got more volatility coming back in. I'm going to fade that with a short and took profit. I'm going to go long. I'm going to just fade each side of this. Okay, buy it again right in here. And then one more time in that pocket. That's what I call the pocket right in there. Is when you've got the intersection coming in with the trend at another low. This is a perfect spot to buy. Obviously, it doesn't have to bounce there, but those are really good spots for it to bounce. And let's see what hit the news now. What did we get hitting the news? Oops. Huh. I'm not seeing anything posting. Like something definitely just happened there. I'm not seeing anything coming up yet. That was really a ton of energy just in those two candles. Definitely acted just like news. We are coming up to the top of the hour. So that could also just bring some volatility. I imagine right at the stock market open, we'll probably get some big swings coming in there in half an hour too. So almost at the 360 mark. Just another trade away and we get over that 360 mark. But really, we just get what we get. I have no goal, no expectation. Yes, they were improv. Nice. So Larry got some profit on his shorts. And what did you see? You sent WhatsApp? I haven't checked it in a little bit. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit behind. How's that your monitor on DX trade? Yeah, demo DX. And happy Resurrection Day as well. Okay. One more little drop. We'll add a buy right in that pocket. It's right in there right now, so I'm just going to add it right there. Just kind of squeeze it in. And then then we'll just wait for it to drop if it's going to drop, and just let it hit some of these levels before we get into more. The next level, we should get into 2 trades, probably in here, and then maybe in 4 in here, but I want to make sure that we're super light. So we might just trade 1 on the next level as well. Just took profits on that bottom one. All right, see if we can hit some of those other targets. Getting a decent little bounce off of that trend line. Oh, you're in Todd's class too? Multitasking. Would love to hear what his perspective is on the just current situation. Is he talking about high volatility as well? I'm guessing he'd be mentioning that. If we can get a pop up again, we'll just go short as well. And then just do the inverse of what we're doing on the short side. I wonder what that little spike was. Doesn't seem like it was news. Well, maybe just kind of a random little thing. Okay, well, I guess if it pops down again, we can buy it up again. Otherwise, we gotta wait for it to go one way or the other. Guys, I will be right back. right, we got the market coming back down into that pocket again. Kind of just missed that prime spot. If it just drops a little bit more, I'll get back into it. Okay, just get my finger on the trigger in case it drops. I don't think it's going to though. I think I missed it. Yeah, looks like I missed it. I'm missing it again. Oh man, I just looked away for a second. Darn. Just need to. I'm falling asleep here again because I didn't get enough sleep. So I just got a little snack to help keep me awake. Some dried mango. All right, here's another opportunity. Gonna get into that third trade there. Those layers are a little bit squished together, so I gotta be careful. If it runs down, I need to give it a little bit more space before the next layer. All right, got the market moving back up to a potential little breakout spot. The target sitting right on top of those highs. We'll probably just move it down just a touch so that it can take profit before having to break up or break out there. Got a good bar close in favor. We should get that target now. There we go. Hit that target. And it hasn't broken out yet, and it doesn't have to break out. And we've already got the profits out of that. So that's good. We've got targets ready if it does decide it's going to break out. But now if it comes back down, we can do it over again. Just trying to break out of that little zone now. It's clearing some of those highs, so there's a good chance we'll get a follow through to the upside. And if not, we've got the stock market opening in 5 minutes, which should bring some new participants into the market and get this thing moving again. So right now, this was a pretty good example of why moving that target in just a little to get the profit before the market has to break out, because it didn't end up breaking out there. So we got that profit, and we can get back into another trade here now too. We get back into one here and reload that area back up into the system, giving us another opportunity at the same trade. And 2 minutes or 1:30 till the stock market open. And here's the market open. See if we get a leg back in favor now. And I'm still just ready for, if this market pops up a good bunch, I'll be shorting. Pops down a good bunch, I'll also be going long. Just waiting for it to go one way or the other. Okay, getting ready to go long at this new level. So we'll go long here. And get into another one if it pushes down a little bit more. And we just took profit on that bottom one. Didn't get a chance to get into two on that layer, so we'll just wait and see if it comes back down again. And we'll go long again, or if it goes up, we can maybe hit another profit target. We have cleared that $60 mark now, over 361 now. We put $10 into the account in this session so far. So I'm still waiting for another pop higher to the upside for the short, but at the moment we're just slowly moving back up into these other targets. So I just want to see a little bit more energy. So there's another target getting hit. And we'll just let the other one sit. It's just moving that way, so we can let it do that its thing. We could also take a loss on the upper one. Okay, if this runs down a little bit more, we'll get back into another buy. Okay, we're getting into one here. That same one. And if it comes down to the previous low from a few minutes ago, we can get into another buy. If it was the first time down there, I would get into two. But because it's the second time down there, I'm just going to get into one. My rule is to go in lighter when it gets to the second and third time. And it looks like we're just forming a little double bottom. If that's the case, we should hit that target in a couple minutes. Otherwise, it is pretty slow. I think it will just be waiting for the next hour for the energy to come back in. Okay, just riding into the next target right now. It's just bumping into it. Finally, it's feeling like these past 20 minutes has been quite slow. There's another target hit though. And that double bottom is shaping up right now, so it's a good chance we'll get a little bit more follow through to the upside. If that's the case, we get a good extension, we'll hit profits. It'll also provide an opportunity to get into the shorts at that point. We could even get in now, but because of this decent double bottom we've got right now, I'd rather let it extend out a little bit before getting into shorts. Well, this consolidation is just going and going and going. And about a 6 pip range, I think. Just give it a quick measure. Oh, 7, 8 pips. I guess if we had dropped down to 2 pip take profits, we may have got a few more trades out of that, but not much if we were going to get more anyway. Hey Larry, are you still with us? And are you still in Todd's class too? Okay, so we've got a little double bottom in here, this little W. Then we got a little pullback. So this is a really good spot for it to take off and try and get to these targets. This shape right here. Right in here, we've got that decent little double bottom and this little pullback, kind of like a cup and handle pattern right in here. It's the perfect spot for it to go. This double bottom starts to expire. The trade starts to lose its value. So in a few minutes, if it can't make that break up, it's pretty much a failed pattern. You just got into your first trade today. Is it the time of day for you that gets you in? Like what triggered you in? Is it on the euro dollar? Just noticing that our connection is lagging a little bit. It's the exact same time as what happened yesterday too, so I'm not quite sure why that's happening, but this was also happening yesterday. So if we get a good move up in favor, we'll end up probably just making this the last trade setup before the internet causes us more problems. But at the moment, we're still good, so just trying to finish this off. Okay, we just took a profit on that trade. That was a good spot, good location to get in. We're coming up to test all those highs again now. We've built a pretty good, solid line of attempts to break out on the top side. When we get a good rigid line like that coming in, generally means we've got to try and break it. So I think we'll probably see in the next couple of minutes that this line should break, or at least attempt to break out. So let's see if we get it here in the next couple of minutes. David, you're saying it's a time entry that triggers you in. Was that on the euro dollar, or was that another pair? Okay, we're just starting to see that breakout now, finally. For like an hour. Just running into one of those targets, did not quite tap it out. Wow. Ran right up to it and did not take it. If it pops down one more, looks like we may be missing it. If it pops down one more time, we get into another buy, but it's moving its way back up again to the try and break out again. Actually, I'm going to add into this position now because the chances of it breaking out are increasing. I'm going to add a little bit more into this position and then hold a position for a break. So I'm going to add in here and then remove a take profit. Just adding to the position just with one additional position, so it's very light addition, and in hopes for the break to the upside. Guys, I apologize for this. The internet's just struggling a bit again. Yeah, we've been discussing the market too. At the moment, I'm trading with really wide variables and just trading for the volatility. We're expecting to see big chop, 20, 30, even 40 pips of chop back and forth. And so I've got 50 pip stop losses on and 3 pip take profits. And we're just expecting for some, we're just prepared for some big moves to hit the market. And that's really just how we're adapting to the market conditions, is just widening those variables. And that should do it, unless we get, absolutely crazy direction. I'm thinking, my guess at the moment is we won't see real direction maybe until tonight or tomorrow when the war kind of figures itself out. But at any given point, the market could be a loose cannon. Thinking about taking my $5 profit and doing something more productive. Yeah. Anything? If you're not going to trade, I mean, generally not trading is the way to save money. So, yeah, this is weird. It's strange it's doing that. So if we can get, we're just going to try and finish off this trading session. If we can get a pop up in favor, we'll just call it a session. Try and wrap it up. This is gambling. Is what I'm doing gambling? Is it because of the connection? Or you mean the market in general? Or David, you got another 15 minutes. Is that one of your rules? Okay. Thanks a bunch for checking in. Yeah, have a good day, man. Trade well. Hopefully, you can make some profits or save some profits. We'll catch you later. I'm hoping to just finish this up soon too. So. All right, let's drop down that little bit more. So we'll grab one last position right in here. And then if it breaks down, we'll let it break down and run a little bit and then grab. Oh, so you're in an hour. No matter what, win or lose, your trade lasts an hour, regardless of the position that you're in. Unless it just hits a target too, then you're also just done. I like it. That's a pretty good way to go. Good observations. Okay, so we just took profit again on the inside. So now we've taken profit a few times in this spot. I'm going to just lighten up one of the losses on the top side and then see if this market can go now. And we've got one trade to run if it can break out. It's been just such a slow market. Doesn't look like the price will come back to your level. And that's on the yen. So you've got a yen trade on. Did it? I'm just going to pull up the yen real quick. I just want to see what you're doing. We get a new yen chart on. 5 minute. So you would have entered in short. And nice. Our trade's running now. So was that like on the 1 minute or 5 minute chart where it produced equal highs? Because I mean, it was just chopped for like an hour there, just back and forth, barely going anywhere. We're just getting that breakout now, finally. So I'm gonna just calculate a win for today, and then I'll just let this trade play out. 1 minute to okay, so you had equal highs on the 1 minute time frame, and that was like pretty much good enough for you to say better get out while you still can. That was your signal. So we started out at 9,350. So we're up $12. Divide that by 9,350 dollars and 50 cents times 100, and that gets us the 0.1% for today. 0.1%. It's decent for what we've been doing. It's pretty good and consistent. So we'll call that a good day, a good win. It's going to be a slow crawl back after all the hits from the past couple weeks. So just keep doing the same thing. Okay, guys. Thanks. Thanks so much for coming in, and we'll be back tomorrow at the same time. I'm going to see if